Welcome to the Maine-J Show. It's your boy Maine-J, and this is another episode of Maine-Chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Usually I wait till Friday to do my little hot topics things, but I felt like I need to talk to y'all today about this, and I'll give y'all some more tomorrow. All right. Whew. If you haven't heard, haven't been watching the news, haven't watched TV, listened to the radio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, media, nowhere, and you haven't and don't know what's going on, time to come out your bubble. Yesterday, I had to sleep on this. That's why I didn't say nothing yesterday. I had to really sleep on this and think about it. It was a very sad day, embarrassing day for the United States of America, America the Great, those who are America first and make America great again and all this other stuff. Wherever you stand for this country, no matter where we stand, the majority of us love this country and want the best for it. But it was a very, very sad day. And I want to talk about, real quick, just a double standard in treatment and a double standard in the media coverage, which is still treatment, okay? What frustrates me the most about what's going on in our country, especially what happened yesterday, is you can say what you want. That was a terrorist attack. Only people that would, really attack our democracy and attack our federal buildings and attack our federal workers are people who are against the people of this country. Now, you can have a different opinion, you can have a different viewpoint, you can have a different stance, different beliefs, you can protest. I'm not against that. Protest all you want, peacefully protest, get a little loud if you need to, say what you mean and mean what you say. I'm not against that. Protest. You exercise your First Amendment right. Let these people know we are the people and we need to be heard, and we feel robbed, we feel gypped, we feel manipulated, we feel this, we want that. Absolutely. All day, every day. However, what was displayed yesterday was despicable. It was outright wrong. And what bothers me is the coverage of this. Now, for me personally, it should have never gotten to that. These are federal buildings. These are places where our senators and governors and counselors and state reps and all types of stuff be going. It should have been way more protected. And what bothers me is, I'm gonna call it like it is. If this was a Black Lives Matter or minority or anything like that, saying we're gonna march or we're going to protest, or we're going to go there, it would have been full of police, SWAT, who knows, FBI, 007 type people making sure nothing happens. And if it did, there would be force, tear gas, going in, attacking. They would have never have let a group of black people or organization protesting get that far without some deaths. I'm just going to call it like it is, y'all. Okay? Now, for the longest, there's been conspiracy theorists of if Trump lose, if something happens with these seats, there's going to be a civil war. I've been hearing it on the radio, TV. I watch multiple sources now. I just don't watch the biased ones that are just specifically for the Democrats and specifically for, the Republicans or the Trump. I watch it all. I listen to it all now. Just have a well-rounded source of what people think, right? Now, we've been hearing about civil war and the civil unrest, and if Trump don't get the presidency, they stole it, and the Democrats this, and you see things about people buying up guns and bullets and all this other stuff, waiting for something to happen. Just a couple of months ago, he told the people to stand back and stand by, and they stood back and stand by, and then look what happens. So there's no way that knowing what these two seats meant, knowing what this election meant for so many, 70 million people voted for the man, that y'all should not have been ready. When this happens, we need to protect all our federal buildings across the country. That's what y'all was doing across the country when the Black Lives Matter people were protesting. All y'all have police every day, everywhere. There's something that you said when these two seats happen, y'all should have been better prepared. There's no way that should have happened at our nation's capital. Maybe some state capitals, maybe, some federal buildings throughout the country, maybe you couldn't. But the nation's capital, there's no way that should happen. And what bothers me, not only did y'all not have enough SWAT and police and nobody was getting arrested or, beat or pushed or anything like that, there were some people saying they were those who were the Black Lives Matter and Tifa Matter, the Tifa people and all this other stuff. They all was together. I couldn't tell the difference who was who. But not only that, the media coverage. So not only the treatment and tear gas and arrest and all this other stuff that y'all are normally prepared for any other time, especially when you look like this, but the media coverage of it too. Well, they have a right to protest. They have a right to be up. No, when we were protesting and things got at hand, arrest the looters and do this. And remember that tweet that he put up? Anybody attacks federal building and property, your looter, your this, your that, should get, the 10 years or more, whatever the case may be. These people should get, everyone that was in that building needs to get 10 years. They need to be viewed as a looter, as a terrorist, as an attacker, the same way how all of us black folks or all the people who were siding with that was. There's no, show that same energy. Your nation, all you America first and make America great, your nation's capital was attacked. If America's first and all of this, y'all should be outraged. And for those Trump supporters who may believe that he was gypped, you have a right to think what you want to think. You have a right to your opinion. You have a right to voice that. If you think that the election was rigged and the seats, voice that. But also voice, okay, we don't believe in what this has happened. If you're America first, let us know where you stand right now. Because right now, all of y'all look the same. That's just my opinion. Now, I get it. There's a lot of people who know when the Black Lives Matter to add some balance, right? There was a lot of people that were saying, that's not us. We're not the ones attacking. We're not the ones that we're really out here. And then you're right. There are some people who really did go there to peacefully protest. And there are some people that went there to try to destroy and make. So maybe that could have happened the same way how there were people making the whole Black Lives Matter as a whole look like we're these looters and with these people. And come to find out it was different organizations. Maybe it really was some Antifa people that really did it and not the Trump supporters. So I will give that little bit of balance to it. But I also think if you're America great and America strong and America first and all of this, y'all should have went there and said, okay, you know what? We're coming here to protest, to peacefully protest. If any of y'all act stupid, do this, we are attacking you because this doesn't represent us. This is our country and you're not going to do this stuff. And y'all should have been ready. Y'all talk about civil war and taking over and taking under and which side are you on and come out the matrix and all this other stuff. Then y'all should have came out there with that same thing. Listen, we're going to see who's who up in here. They should have been swatting some more stuff. But you Trump supporters should have been ready saying, listen, or you America First people should have been ready to listen. If anything goes left with this stuff, we're attacking anybody that's going to try to make us look bad. We're attacking anybody that's going to attack our country and attack our buildings and do that because we don't stand for that. And y'all didn't. So all this America First and our country and we get ready to have a civil war, we're getting ready to take over. Y'all should have started there with the bull swinky. You had people in seats shooting. They had to make people undercover and evacuate buildings. But if you're so for the country, then where was y'all at standing up saying, hold on, this ain't right. We're not about this. All these people right now, y'all need to get y'all asses out of these buildings. If not, we're attacking y'all because this is not what and this is our country and this is what we don't believe in this. We talk about America the Great and we talk about all these other countries and what they do and how they do it and all this other stuff. And look what happened on our own soil. We're acting just like the other countries that y'all talk shit about. Excuse my language today. But I just think that overall this is ridiculous, just a double standard of the treatment, the media coverage. And it's just a sad day, you know? And I'm glad that, you know, Trump's about to be out in a few days. I didn't like him, I didn't agree with him, but I know a lot of stuff that was said about him wasn't true just from doing my own research. So I will give him that. But just overall, this is his fault. I'm going to say this is his fault. At some point, you got to blame the leader. Everything trickles down from the head on down. And when the head's out of order, the whole country, the people, his followers, I don't care what y'all say, that was unacceptable. And if you don't agree with what happened, then you need to make that known. And yeah, you had some people surprisingly coming forward, like Mitch, saying, you know, this is out of control. And well, nah, it's too late. You should have been calling him out when he was saying fraud and election and this and that, and you know this, and we're gonna. Y'all allowed this. Y'all babied. Y'all pampered this behavior. Y'all pampered this base. Y'all pampered this theme. Y'all pampered this, and y'all let it grow, and y'all let it fester, and then look what happens. Our nation's capital was under attack. And none of y'all did nothing. Barely. Until it's too late. And then y'all want to come forward. Get this man out. Speak your piece. Say what you got to say. I'm not saying don't stop, y'all investigations, and don't stop speaking up, and don't stop your First Amendment rights and protesting. But if we're looked at as being animalistic and how we do things, then that should be viewed as animalistic. If we were being viewed as looters and not peacefully protesting, then that should. If people are posting, they should get 10 years and anybody who gets caught doing this, da-da-da. Where's that same energy, Trump? Where's your tweets at? They did block his account, but I think 12 hours I was reading all of that. The media was left, but where's just have the same energy. And if it is Antifa and the real people behind Black Lives Matter that y'all saying that really are not for Black lives and all this other stuff, then, go on with that. And why y'all attack Capitol? Why didn't y'all go to the White House? Hear me? I don't want the FBI and CIA coming for me. Why didn't y'all go there? Why did y'all go this? Why, if they're trying to take over your White House, right? If they're trying to take over your White House, take over your president, then why did y'all go defend y'all president and go there and say y'all not taking over this White House? Because you know why? Because y'all know, well, as much as Trump is getting y'all walled up, y'all really get shot up and died. There's no way y'all would have been attacking that White House like that without all them people coming and saying, hold up now. So that's why he told him to go there, because he know that, it'll be a little less or whatever than coming to the White House. But my thing is, if you're not leaving Trump, why didn't you tell him to go to the White House? They could have spoke there. They still could have got attention there. Why didn't they break up in there and do that stuff? Because your base, people would have got shot up and really got hurt trying to attack the White House or trying to come to you if they thought that you were in real grave danger. But put the people who really bust their butts, who've been doing this for years, in grave danger. Because you're not so the same way how you dodged the army, number 45, President Trump, the same way how you dodging this stuff. You're just a dodger. I'll say that. He's a dodger. No president. And back in the day, when you look at kings and stuff, kings were on the battlefield. Kings were in front of the people. Kings were on the ground. I'm going to say, President Trump, what you did was punkish. It wasn't what a leader does at all. You should have been on the ground with them. You should have been at Capitol Hill with them. Honestly, we feel robbed. We feel gypped. Whatever the case may be, but you sitting hiding behind a bunker. So you hide behind bunkers. You hide behind your protection. You hide behind this office that makes you look big and all this other stuff. You hid from the what's it called? When you get rafted up, whatever the case may be, in the Army, that's what you do. And it's just a sad day. And I just can't wait for the day when there's actual better coverage. And once again, this is not for some of the people who said, listen, I'm a Trump supporter and this is not what we're about. I'm not talking about a couple of stations that says something real quick like this is unacceptable. Be upset, be outraged. You know, there were people who said we feel like we were gypped, but what this behavior showed and was displayed all over the media was unacceptable. And Trump needs to say something about this. So that's just my spill. I'm tired. I hope Biden really just changes, what's just going on right now. We need some peace. We need some unity. And if there's a civil war, there's people that are ready for the civil war. Listen, this has been going on for years. Some people listen, and then I'm done, for real. Y'all know how I talk. This is the thing. There's some people that you want to win that lose. And then there's some people that you want to win. There's some people that you want to lose that actually wins. This is what's been going on in our country. And you take a hit. Dang, our person that we wanted didn't win, or whatever the case may be. We move on. Okay, we want to still have a meeting with the new person that's in office or in place, and we want to make our demands. We want to know where we stand, what we want, what we expect of you, even though you weren't our choice. I've never seen this. People lose. Donald Trump, people lose. There's a lot of presidents who, in my knowledge, that didn't have 2 terms, and you're one of them. And to disregard voters and to disregard, this is all Kansas about the votes, to disregard all those voters that voted for Biden, to disregard all those honest poll workers, to say that the Democrats cheated. So you're saying I cheated. I'm not even a poll worker. Say, if you want to say something, say it's how you word things. Say the people at the top maybe manipulated it and did some things allegedly to suppress the Republican vote, but don't disrespect taxpayers that help pay your salary, help you live in the house that you live in right now, the White House, even though you don't need it because you're this quote unquote, multi-millionaire and you got all this money, but you're attacking people who take doing the poll seriously, that take our Constitution seriously, that try to uphold and do things right. And you're attacking these people just because you feel like you're gonna lose or you lost and all this other stuff. And this is how you go about things. This is the way how you say things. And your leadership as president has demonstrated that you're not a great leader. You're attacking everybody that's not against you. You're a loser, and your time's up. And that's just bottom line. And that's it. Sad day in the country. Thank you all for tuning into the Maine-Chat show. Tune in tomorrow for hot topics. There'll be a lot today. Thank you. Peace.